Okay, round three. I'm on the draw again. Um, this one's a iffy one because we can interact on turn one, so that's something. Yeah, I think we should keep this. I don't think I would actually ever mulligan this, but I'm thinking like you're always given a difficult decision when you see a hand that doesn't have Force of Will, and like how you're gonna interact with a deck that's just trying to kill you on turn one or two. But that's why this deck does have Thoughtseize. You have to live at least one turn to interact with them. And then in this matchup, where we don't want to have Thoughtseize, we're going to go with Scrubland. See, I'm sure he kept Ponder. Yeah, they almost always do. So let's see if he... Jeez. Chose not to daze it. Wow, that's an amazing hand without any pressure, but I'm assuming since he chose not to daze that, he's got a Goyf on top. Or something like a Goyf. Wow. Just everything you could ask for. I mean, I either have to take Brainstorm or Force of Will. If I take the Force, I can get rid of a Tarmogoyf. And then like if I take Brainstorm, he still has Ponder, Thought Scour. I'll just take the Force. Nothing, really. Okay, well. So he has Daze, Ponder, Brainstorm, Thought Scour. Actually, maybe I should have gotten C so I could Ponder, Fetch. I think I'm gonna hold on to my Ponder because he has nothing right now. Thought Scoured me. Why did he Thought Scour me? Oh, he wanted to draw his last pondered card? That's weird. It's really weird. I'm sure there was a good reason for that. Maybe his game plan is to, or just by doing that, his game plan is to try to hit Batterskull. It's not the absolute worst. I just don't know if that's better than like giving yourself Threshold or saving it for after the Brainstorm. Like I obviously don't know what his top card was, and he does, so that's another thing. So we're down to just Ponder and Daze. Ponder, Daze. It's a missed land drop. And no Ponder. Okay. Lame. Always with a spell snare. And that's a card that I'm not used to playing around that one because like you'll never know if they have that one. And plus, it's a hard counter, so there's not much you can do to play around it except for like try to Thoughtseize them first. It's like trying to play around Force of Will. Just doesn't have a purpose. Sometimes. Um. Well, I think I should ponder first. No, I'm gonna ponder after. I'd actually like to know if this is gonna resolve before I play ponder. Okay. I want the brainstorm. Probably want the swords, but that'll be next for sure. Very simple. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the sword, save my fetch for the brainstorm, and then swords that. Thought scour me. That's just funny. I gotta ask him about that. I'm gonna ask him now just to see. I'm gonna snapcast swords for sure. Okay, just because he wants to get it out of his hand and he knows his top card. So I can't snapcast now and effectively play around days because he could either have two or he would just make me sack my fetch. Neither of those I want to happen. So I'm going to, or my top card though is another fetch land. I'm going to untap. But then what if he has Force of Will? If he has Force of Will, that's really bad. Which is more likely too. It's much more likely that he has Force of Will. I think... yeah, I should actually swords now. Yes. Yes, I should. This is too much mana that I'm wasting. If I don't do that. Okay, resolved. Draw fetch lands. Oh, draw ponder. Oh, he milled it. Oh, I thought when he did that I didn't know my top card, but I had forgotten. I did know. Okay, well, that's not bad. We're gonna go ahead and ponder, I think. Or we could snapcast Thoughtseize, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. Like we're in pretty good shape. We have power and toughness in play. We have card draw in hand. So we're just gonna see what he has and see what we have to actually try to beat. Wow. Wow. He actually had a Force of Will and 2 dazes, in fact. Wow. Interesting. I'm gonna pick the. Oh man, that's really shitty. Because of fire. Has to have fire every game. I cannot play. Can't believe I have to pick fire. Like I really want to pick brainstorm. Yeah, I have to pick fire. Yeah, I better pick fire just in case. So, with, man, the brainstorm is just... With 2 days of force and a brainstorm in hand, I don't know. If he brainstorms, he could brainstorm into all kinds of things that would get rid of his dazes. So I have to hope he doesn't hit those. Like if I take the brainstorm there and he fires my guys, he just sits back with force. Just sits there with force, and I just sit here also. I guess that's not the worst situation. That's actually kind of what I want to be doing. But if his brainstorm is like just mediocre or not great, then I'm just beating down, sitting here with Ponder brainstorm in hand. I think I'm gonna play the Ponder now. Yeah. Those are horrible. Yeah, I don't want to waste my fetch just to pick up one of those, so I'll shuffle and say hello to Stoneforge Mystic. He has Force of Will still, but how am I playing around that? I could brainstorm first. Yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to brainstorm first. See if I can find an answer to Force of Will. Well, that's a semi-answer, and that's also a Batter Skull. If I wait for the right moment, I highly doubt that's actually going to happen. So I just picked up a bunch of crap. Yeah, I think now I just have to sit here. Dang it, you had to have that. Well, it's fine though. I can actually pierce a force now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm out of wasteland territory, so my black cards are actually still relevant, so I should get my other black source. Very nice. What are we gonna do? We're gonna lead with swords. He's gonna force. I'm going to snare. Pierce, rather. Check what he exiled. Probably a daze. No? Which one was it? Does it say which one? Well, I guess I swords these delvers. So he removed a brainstorm? God, that is the worst feeling. Oh, jeez. Removed a spell pierce for the next one. I'm gonna pretend to think. Get Jite. You got it. I might as well hold on to that. Like, actually, that's kind of could go either way. Like it's if I draw a brainstorm, it's better to have it in hand than in play. I don't know. So might as well play it. Well, it should be pretty obvious by now that I have Batter Skull. Because I didn't put GT into play to attack. Going down to 6? That might have been a mistake. Yeah. The only way I feel I'm losing this is by just getting double bolted right off the... right to the face. And I could have... Oh, don't do this to me. Yep. Alright, well at least we get to play an extra game now. Presuming I win. And yeah, I should have won that. I think I would have blocked with the Germ token. Like, the thing is, I want to... Like, I want to play around the bolts also on one of my creatures. So if I block with Germ, like, equipping Batterskull to one of my guys is kind of crappy. But really, it just doesn't matter. Because, like, if I block there, I cannot lose. Not the way I see it, at least. Okay, so... both planes, really? I'm gonna keep. It's actually not that bad. It's an island away from being, like, perfectly reasonable. Oh, damn. Oh, man, this is shit. He's gonna know I have it now. Because I don't have a Miracle Stop on. I want to say something, like, but I'm not sure if he actually does know. So I don't want to say, like, pretend you saw nothing. Like, I did not draw a Miracle. Ooh, one card away. Awkward. That's only 2 draw steps. Really? Doesn't feel very good to have just no options. There it is. Let's see, how many non-blue sources do I even play? It's 5. So 17. That's quite a bit. 17 is quite a bit. Well, that is the 4th. Yeah, he has force. Yep. So, let's see. I have a little bit of time. Enough time to draw. Okay, never mind. I think I just have to draw swords. Actually, no. Oh, it doesn't work. Well, nope, nothing I can do except intuition. Just trying to come up with a plan to be able to brainstorm this turn, but there isn't any. But I can intuition as long as he has no counter spells. I can intuition for 3 lingering souls. Like I could also get 3 swords to play around days, but at this point I have to just pretty much ignore days. Oops. I'm sure he has one. I don't think he's played one yet. Oh, sweet. Could have fire. That'll be hilarious. He always has fire. It only plays 2. Yep. Well, that wasn't exactly your typical match for this. I should have won game 1, and then this happened, but I mean, I think I would keep that hand again. Yeah, I definitely would. And 17 blue sources. It's a fair number. So now we're 2-1. I think we have time for one more.